What is going on, everyone? Commodore Let's here today, bringing to you guys my live reaction to Kaguya-sama Love is War manga chapter 230. Now, the chapters finally come out on this lovely Wednesday afternoon. We are here today to read the latest installment in Akasaka's masterpiece and hopefully get the continuation to the current events right now with Iino, with Ishigami, with Shiranui, and now involving Papa Shirogane, and of course the stuff with Onodera at the end of the last chapter. Because look, Iino's finally understanding the world of Ishigami. Granted, she's now having her own fun with the gaming aspect and stuff, but misunderstandings like we got Ishigami and Shiranui are being put into place right now with Iino. And because Onodera, we know the stuff with her back in the day and everything with the gossip and stuff, she played a role in the whole thing with Ishigami, the whole stuff that would happen, in his past. She wants to be careful of how she talks about, gossip, all that, wants to make sure she gets the truth of it. If this was to go and get spread around in the wrong ways with Iino and Father Shirogane, man, it's very, very, very bad. So I don't know how this is going to be handled, because obviously with Ishigami and Shiranui, it's a little bit different because, among kids and stuff, and among other people, it's like, it's normal, they're getting together, whatever, right? It might be a shock as Ishigami, but, they get together. But, with somebody like Father Shirogane, especially the wording and everything, you got to be very careful. But we got to see what's going on this week, man. So without further ado, let's get into it, man. Kaguya Shinomiya's Impossible Challenge, the Buddha Stone Begging Bowl, Part 5. All right. Loaded. Here we go. Are you sure? It's fine. You really don't need to. Sure, I know you have money and all, but still. Yeah, that's right. I'm still at school right now. You imagine it right now. There's probably watching on from the back hearing all this. She's probably worried out of her mind for Iino, man. They're foo. How does it feel having a high school girl call you while she's at school? Oh my god. The misunderstandings are too much. It may be Papa Shirogane on the other side of the line, but just what could they be talking about? Come on. Look at her head right now. Oh man, this is gonna be big time character development for Onodera, bro. You gotta be so careful. Make sure you get every detail. You gotta talk to Iino, never mind, about all this. Like, just a little bit more. Push it to get the answers before you go crazy. I'm sorry. It was just a joke. You don't have to get so upset. Okay, in that case, I'll meet you there after school. Don't worry. Of course, I'll change out of my uniform first. Hey, she's probably freaking out. Oh man, look at her face, bro. She's like, God damn, Iino really out here doing it, but no. And right away to Ishigami. She gets the palm strike. Yo, Onodera, what was that for? Ishigami, this is all your fault. It's because of you that Iino is. She's not, bro. Like, oh, what the hell? I literally have no idea what you're talking about. What's going on, bro? Oh, man. The gossip, it's consumed her. She's not seeking the truth. Without love, you cannot see, man. Umineko taught me that for a reason. It's just, Ray Onodera didn't know what to do. Not too long ago, if she caught wind of anything out of the ordinary, she'd be the type of person to go around spreading rumors with her friends. I stated this already. This is going to be big time for her. It's not just on the Iino stuff. It's not just Ishigami. This is good for her as well. Right? This is how you develop your side cast. Watch them grow. Will she become better today than what she was yesterday? We'll find out. But right now, it's very scary. It's very scary, man. Not only was it a way to warn her classmates about potential dangers, it also worked as a deterrent to any classmates stepping out of line. However, apparently the reason Ishigami beat up Ogino was because he was also in love with Otomo. For real? No way. God, he's a total stalker. What a creep, man. Oh, getting this point of view, though, from her, from that event, man. Oh, pain. If you were to ask her whether she enjoyed gossip for the sake of gossip, she wouldn't be able to deny it. Now, She was wondering whether she was about to repeat her past mistakes and to top it all off with the person who once had to pay for her mistake. Oh, man. See, this is what I knew we were about to run into the very moment Onodera was going to hear all this stuff from Iino. Does she do what she did to Ishigami and amplify even more because it's Iino involved? Like, again, she doesn't know like the truth and everything, but that's the whole thing with gossip, is how dangerous it is. If you don't know the truth of what's being talked about, things can get very bad. So I'm praying that she has learned from the mistakes and will not go down that path. She had the talk before, I believe, with Kaguya regarding it and stuff, but now is the real test. Sorry, but could you hear me out for a bit? I want to help Iino. Iino's going out with some random old man. Oh, man. Come on. There's no way that's true. A lot of what she does seems pretty questionable at first. So I'm sure you're just misunderstanding some. And he's getting the image in his head. And he's even thinking about, no. It's like, ha ha ha. He's like, Papa. Nah, man. We gotta save Iino. Even if we know it's Cap, we gotta save her, man, from any danger. Actually, I could picture it pretty easily. I mean, if you think back to the cultural festival and stuff, she seems like the type of guy who will decide all boys her age are too immature and start going out with some guy 20 years older than hers when she starts college, right? If it's just if I'm misunderstanding something, then that's fine, which you are, but you're not seeking the truth. I've always been the type of person to get the wrong idea about other people. I'm not really sure about this time either, but to get a better idea of what's actually going on, we need to see the truth. I want to get down to the bottom of this. Oh no. Oh no. She got the dress. Oh no. Yo. Listen, man. For the sake of everything that's holy, and we know it's not going to lead to anything, Ishigami might have to box Miyuki's dad. It might have to happen. For the sake of, for everything we believe in, bro, it gotta happen. Even if we know it's Cap. I see. So that's why we're tailing them. Yep. It'd be too scary to go by myself. You could have just asked some other guy, why me? This isn't the kind of thing I can just tell any other guy about. With sensitive rumors like this one, responsibility doesn't lie solely with the person spreading it, but rather, I think everyone that it's been spread to is just as accountable. That's why I decided to tell you, so now we're in this together. Fair enough. You're kidding me. Ishigami didn't know what to do. Not too long ago, he stuck his nose into someone else's love life and ended up dragging everyone around him in the giant mess. Yo, this is actually nuts because it's kind of like he's going back in the past. Oh boy, that just clicked in my mind right now because yes, he's technically doing the exact... Bro, it's crazy how much we go full circle with this story. Because he was in that position and we saw what came of it. And what happened after the fact. Now he's in a similar position again. Where he's about like again. Because we know the truth. This is different. We know the truth. But for him, it's like he's fighting against something that he went up against before. Was able, after a long time. Right? After a long time, he's able to get over it. But now, being asked to be doing this again... Oh, man. Akasaka's evil, bro. That, man... It was entirely possible that the problem would have resolved itself peacefully, even if he hadn't interfered. Perhaps they would have settled in between themselves. Perhaps one of her friends would have stepped in to help. Perhaps he had stolen a chance from Ultimo for her to grow as a person. This is just the same as last time. I'm just sticking my nose into someone else's love life. Repeating the same mistakes I made before. Oh, man. This is difficult, bro. We know the truth. But the fact that he's having to face this position again. And is he going to have the moment where, but I was not wrong? Is he going to have the Shiro Emiya moment where, regardless of the path he chooses, my man was not wrong for doing what he did? Is he about to go through that again? Because knowing him, I think he's going to. There's no way he's just going to back out or whatever. But I have to remember this at the same time, though. because I think he's seen Father Shirogane before. I could be memory loss right now, but I'm pretty sure during the cultural festival he might have seen him before. So for him, he could probably be like, oh well, no, it's Cap, right? He's here. He just came. My man just came in with the suit, come off of work and everything. Don't care, man. Whoa, he's really just some old guy. So he's never seen him then. No, wait. Where have I seen that guy before? The look on his face, we're good. We're good. I mean, again, readers know Father Shirogane. If we're in his shoes in Ishigami's, it's a different story. But now I think we should be okay. I think we're fine. He actually looks like he's a pretty decent guy. Maybe it's all just in my head after all. No, it's decent looking old guys like that who end up being the most trouble. Spoken like a true expert. Ishigami, can't let your guard down around them. Nah, man. Yo, wake up, bro. Please, man. You gotta realize it's Father Shirogane, but I guess he was never properly introduced. You might have seen him passing by, but they're meeting in Akihabara. If they were doing adult stuff, when did they met in Kabuchiko or Minato? Akiba has become a playground for adults too. I mean, I played enough games to understand that. While the college girls who came here from Chiba and Saitama usually flock to Ikebukuro to mess around, Akihabara has become home to businesses that play off the innocence of their girls, like maid bar clip joints and shady schoolgirl services. It's handily becoming a real sketchy area. You know what's kind of scary, man? The one on the left right here, for whatever reason, reminds me of Sayu from Higehiro. If you ever watched the anime for that, I read the light novel. I don't know why, the character on the left just reminds me so much of Sayu. Closer to Ueno, the streets are littered with those types of places. Plus, there's always been places around here designed to squeeze money out of rich otaku. Jeez, you sure know a lot about this. If you say from experience. Akiba's always been like a home to me after all. I've been watching it grow through all these years. I suppose it goes back to when they finished the building, the Aoki, and the crossfield. It was around then when those scammers really started popping up. They started moving. She's like, nah, I'm done, bro. You see him with the pork buns and stuff? I presume that's what it is. Based on like the shape and stuff, it's really hard to tell. But I'm pretty sure that's the pork buns they're having. You know, looking around at computers and everything. And you see Onodera, of course, and Ishigami looking on. She looks so happy, though, man. She looks... Because we know why she was doing all this, though, right? You know, we know why she's been doing all this. But I really like the fact that she's found someone that's helping her out from outside the circle that she's known for so long to be able to pursue something like this. Now, granted, of course, she could also be now a heavy fan of, like, the Call of Duty, Apex, League of Legends, and all that. But... I just really like to see this from Iino. You know, she's actually taking the effort to try and like understand the kind of world that Ishigami lives in, and I'm hoping that Ishigami actually takes notice of what exactly she's doing, and when that confrontation of those feelings are going to take place after, right? It looks like they're just shopping. They haven't done anything that get them arrested just yet. Isn't this enough? Even if Iino was going out with someone or doing something questionable, in the end, she's free to do what she wants, isn't she? If you stick your nose into someone else's love life, it'll only end badly for... Is Iino just someone else to you? And the eye, bro, no, when I see the eye, oh, wait. Are Kyoko Otomo and Miko Iino both just the same to you? And he's pondering. Oh, and then you'll see the flashback of them talking to each other. Oh, God, what a pain. You look at the face, like Onodera just like looking on. My boy's struggling. Oh, it's not the same. You know, damn well it's not because you... It was different because you were always looking out for her at one point in time with Iino. With Ultimo, it was different because then afterwards the whole fiasco thing happened. But even then... But does Osaragi ever... But then again, Osaragi knew about the whole letter thing with the flower and stuff to Ishigami. So my thing is, though, is that whenever that gets brought up between the two of them, right? Because he knows what she was going through and trying to make things better for her. And then we knew same thing. Iino was trying her best to help him out when he was down horrendous. He has to be really thinking about this right now, man. Hey, Iino, who is this geek? That tells me all I need to know. That tells me all I need to know. If he pulled up on old man, he knows what he's doing. Hey, who is this geezer? Ishigami, what are you doing here? That doesn't matter right now. If there's nothing going on between you two, then I'll apologize. Bro, look at the look of Papa Shirogane. He's like, Nani? What do you think you're doing? Confronting me like this? But let me just say one thing. Try anything strange with her, and we're not gonna let you get off easy. Even though we know nothing's going on, but I needed this from him. I needed this from him. Oh my God. Look at Iino's face in the back. And look at him, bro. He's like, I remember now. You're the treasurer on the student council with my son. Like he's about to remember. He's like, Nani? What? Are you stupid? He was just helping me pick out some. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Now he knows what's going on. He's just helping me picking out some peripherals. Oh, I probably butchered the word, but whatever. There's no way I'd have anything going on with a presence, Papa. Well, for someone just going out shopping, you sure looked like you were having a good time. Are you jealous? You think I was going on a date with an older guy? Oh. Oh boy. He didn't react. He's like, Were you actually jealous? Look at this way going down. He knows. He's been caught red-handed. Oh, keep pressing, Keep pressing away. Because you might get the answers you're searching for. Keep pressing away. Is Iino just someone else to you? Just who exactly is Iino to... No, why would you end the chapter there? Oh, I hate you, Akasaka, I hate you so much. Oh, damn you, man. Oh, I'm gonna wait another week. Oh. Next time, how will the relationship progress? Ishigami finally realized, yeah, bro. And he's got the little blush. And she's blushing, bro, like... Oh, this man's evil. Oh, this is an evil cliffhanger. Because now I gotta wait a whole... Bro, listen. If the next chapter I don't see that Buddha Bowl thing as a title, I'm throwing hands. But then again, they could also switch up to another title that is more intimate towards them. Oh, but do they continue the conversation right here? But then this is like the perfect way for Akasaka to just be like, you know what, nah, I'm gonna switch it up, go somewhere else, and then we'll come back to it after. But well, it tells you one thing though, right now, because of what's going on here at this moment, right? Because obviously this is more involved in the whole Iino ultimate thing and stuff, right? Is Iino just someone else to you, right? And slowly he's gonna try and figure that out for himself, whether that's true or not. Because, say for example, if he had a deeper interest in Shiranui, right? Then I guess like in terms of like how he would react towards what's going on with Iino, he probably it wouldn't bother him so much, but because of how much time that he spent with her, right? And again, you could be friends with anybody of the opposite sex. It doesn't have to be going into relationships or whatever, but there is definitely more to it. There is definitely more to it when it comes to Ishigami and Iino, right? His feelings, there's definitely more to it. For him to go, and again, us as the reader, we knew this was Cap, right? In regards to the whole Iino, Papa Shirogane stuff, we knew what was going on, right? But in the context for him, and especially for Onodera, they didn't know exactly what was happening. So for him to go and make that move, to go and tail them, to confront old man, right? Is because He cares for her. He's watching over her. He doesn't want to see anything bad happen to her. Why go that far for someone if they're just someone else to you? That is not the case. That's more than someone else. And now, because he's finally realized it, now his feelings are conflicted. Because it's the other thing too with the whole stuff we got with Tsubame, right? Has he fully moved on from what happened? And it's not just like, it's in a sense of in the heartache stage, right? It's when you feel like after everything that happened between the two of them, right? And he still feels that pain. He doesn't know when it's going to go away. With Iino being in this moment, right? Does that just disappear? Like, is he able to say, you know what? If there's a time for me to move on and pursue somebody else that I genuinely care about, who does genuinely care about me, as we know of her feelings and stuff with Ishigami. Like, this is the thing that's going to be like the conflict that he has to deal with. Am I still going to keep feeling this pain that I've had? Or am I going to finally take the steps to grow up, move on, and then finally confront those feelings I have between myself and Iino? Right? This has, I don't know, man, because this right here, because again, we have to remember also too, right? Every time a volume passes in the story, right, a month passes by. And the closer we get to summer, we'll be focusing back on Kaguya, her family, all that. So I don't think it's going to be too long either. I think it's going to be sooner than later that we're going to get an answer very, very shortly regarding Ishigami and Iino. I don't know if it's going to involve like a trip. I don't know if it's going to involve some kind of like gathering for them to kind of like talk it out, because I don't think it happens at school. I don't know if I can see it happening at school. It's going to be outside of like the school and everything for something to go down. I don't know if it's a gathering, a trip, whatever. It could be one of those things. Because if there was ever a time to kind of do something like that, it would be like very soon, honestly. But man, look at her face though. I'm happy for her, bro. Like, because now she got her answer, what she needed. If he was jealous and everything, and now he's like, God damn, like, yo, caught me red-handed. But what are these feelings? Oh man, I need this next chapter so badly, bro. This is why Kaguya-sama is the GOAT. When it comes to the weekly experiences, right? I'm so glad I'm a part of this right now. Just the binge itself was so good. But being here for the weekly experience, for these moments, for these characters that I love, especially Ishigami. Ishigami's my guy, my number one, my top one. Iino could crash the top 3 with a masterclass performance if things go the way I hope it does, that leads to their bond being more than just friends, being a straight-up relationship. And I'm liking the way how Akasaka's been handling it. The execution, like, the boiling point. When we get there, how that's going to be done, we'll have to see. But, man, awesome chapter. Comedy filled, of course, misunderstandings, but answers are slowly coming our way. And now we got to see the resolution. How does Ishigami truly feel about, who exactly is she to me? Man. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below in regards to the chapter. This was amazing. Next week, I'm really hoping we don't switch. I'm really hoping we do not switch. If this is going to go into something that's going to give us what we want, now is the time. Especially with the length of the story we have left, being the second act, the final act really of the story, the last saga, all that. It's going to come sooner or later, man. But let me know your thoughts on the chapter. How did you feel about the way everything was handled here? Again, the stuff with Onodera, again, with the gossip and all that, I like the approach and how she dealt with it, especially asking for Ishigami to kind of be there with her to kind of check things out. Of course, for her safety reasons as well, but also to make sure that she doesn't, make the same mistakes that she made with Ishigami, right? So it was good for her, though, at least for her character, which I like the way Akasaka kind of handled that. But man, oh my god, what is this gonna lead to? It'll be super goats, because now the fish has taken the bait, And now we're going to see whether or not Iino's about to catch an Ishigami or not. But we'll find out soon. But again, thoughts on the comments, regardless of the chapter, how you felt about it. What do you anticipate that's going to happen next? Are we sticking with Ishigami and Iino? Are we going to move on from this? I hope not. I hope that's not the case. I feel like we got to keep pressing. Keep pressing away. We have our Kaguya and Miyuki. They're good to go. It's a matter of the war. That will come in due time. Right now, we got to focus on our younger ones. We got to focus on these two and see what happens. But again, thoughts down in the comments. Like the video if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. If you want to be part of the weekly experience when it comes to my coverage of Kaguya-sama week in and week out, subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell, Shandora, up to date with everything that goes on the channel. If you are new to the channel, you want to see some of the content that I've done already for Kaguya-sama, the catch-up videos, the previous reactions, all that is all there. With that being said, 231 next week. I am looking forward to it, man. I'm really hoping we stick around with this because I just feel like we're about to enter like the cultural festival climax, the class trip climax, like those heavy, insane, crazy peaks. I feel like we're going to get something like that very soon. And it's going to involve Ishigami, Iino, and I need it. But until then, next week, we'll see what happens. But Akasaka, please stick with this, because I need resolutions for these two. Commodore last signing off. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, take care. Going crazy, yeah, we